Welcome, my viewers, for this comprehensive discussion on The Pearl, a book that has been written by John Steinbeck. Now, having talked about the cover design in our previous discussion and the biography of the writer, today I want to talk about the summary of the book. And mainly, I'm going to focus on the protagonist of the book, that is Kino. And I want to give a brief description about this character, who is the main character in this particular book. Kino is a married man and is married to a wife by the name Johanna. The two have been placed with a baby boy by the name Tito. And economically, these people engage in what we call fishing, because they live in a place called at the shore of the Gulf of California, in the outskirts of La Paz. So their main economic activity, as I have said, is fishing, and actually the fishing of the pearl. As I spoke earlier, I told you what the pearl is and how this pearl is extracted. If you go back to the novel, we can be able to see here, as I told you earlier, that this is what I'm calling the pearl. This is a valuable item called the pearl. Now, when Kino is going to get the pearl, Kino is going to have his own plans, as any person can do, because probably this pearl makes somebody rich. So Kino is going to have his own plans. For instance, if you can mention a view, Kino is going to plan to buy the rival, is going to plan to buy clothes and what have you. But now, there are those who are going to plan evil for Kino, especially the doctor. In our previous discussion, we talked about this doctor. The doctor, early alone, refused to treat the young Tito who has been bitten by the scorpion because of a simple reason. Because he knew that anybody from Rapaz cannot be able to pay the hospital bills. So he sends Kino away with the child. And actually even the whole village, because the whole village followed Kino to the hospital. And on the other hand, now when this doctor is going to realize that Kino has gotten the pearl, he pretends to treat Tito in order to get the benefit of that pearl. And then we have now when Kino, there are now those thieves who are going to plan to steal the pearl. Now Kino manages to kill one. So in the process, now Kino also fears for his life, because if people are going to realize that he has killed somebody, probably Kino will face it. Now Kino with the family, that is Johanna and Tito, they plan to run away to another town. And now the town that we are talking about here is actually found in the north. So when they are running away, they are actually followed by the Pasualas. So in the process of being followed by the Pasualas, Kino manages to kill the three Pasualas. But in the process, they also kill Coyotito, the young child, the young innocent child. But now in this process, Kino is frustrated. He goes back home and throws the pearl back in the sea, because it signifies bad luck in Kino's life. One thing I've not mentioned in this summary is that when Kino killed a man, his heart was panned. So now when Kino has gone back home, there is an essence of suspense. We don't know now where Kino is going to live. Of course, he has a brother by the name Johanna Thomas. and who is also married to a wife called Aboronia. So we don't know if Kino is going to stay with his brother because he currently doesn't have anywhere to stay. That is my discussion, and that is my comprehensive summary of the plot, The Pearl. In my discussion tomorrow, I'm going to talk about themes and style and language as far as this Pearl is concerned. Students, we need to read this book called The Pearl. It's very interesting, and we need to take a lot of time in it because I've always told my student this is European literature, and the setting, because we are African, the setting may appear not, we may not understand the setting, so we need a lot of time to read this book, and at the end of the day you're going to realize it is a very, very interesting book. I wish you the best, and may God bless you.